All right, and we are back with our next time-lapse episode here. So let's jump on into it. All right, so we just got done with that vision. So I decide I want to go see if I can get into that room, at Atris's meditation chamber, but I can't. It's locked. So I head back down here and just start checking out the place. Seeing if they have anything for me to steal, basically. And they have a few things, nothing that's incredibly good or useful. And yeah, so I find T3 first. Yeah, I basically be an asshole to him, like, so you're here relaxing, huh? But apparently it turns out that Atris tried to download all of his memory core. But while he was hooked up to their computer, he apparently did some droid magic and reversed the connection and downloaded a copy of all their data too, which is kind of handy. So we got some dark side points and also lost some influence for telling him he was relaxing, I think, or something like that. I don't know. And then we go in here and we find everybody else. And Cray is talking about how she feels. We asked if we found what we were looking for here, and if feels like there's something unresolved. And yeah, then I basically say, yeah, well, she causes me trouble, I'll kill her. And apparently we've also had some effect on Atris's mental ability as well. And then we ask if Aden's okay. Craze just says, yeah, he's fine. He's only sleeping. I definitely didn't knock him out or anything like that. And then I basically tell Baldor he's a useless pile of crap, more or less. And he's commenting on how this must be that energy spike he said, and I promptly tell him that it'll be his new home if he fails me again, and then to tell him to just get his ass back to the ship, and then I'll deal with his failure later, which, I mean, nothing really comes to that. But hey, I get dark side points, and that's all that matters there. So I can keep checking this place out. I basically bust into all of these people's private quarters and steal everything they have, which isn't much, but hey, something's better than nothing. Can always sell it, which I never get around to do because, man, I am just a god-awful hoarder in this game. Like, I could have probably had so much better gear and, like, just so much better everything by the end of the game if I had just, like, actually, like, broke stuff down and built new stuff and sold stuff and... Ooh. Yeah, anyway, it turns out I missed something there. And there's another one there. And then we just, I think I check out the workbench. I don't know what I did, something with upgrades. And then we check around the hangar for any loot, not too much. And then we hop on the Ebon Hawk and fly out of their place. And then we get back on the ship, and T3 is talking about the data that he downloaded from their, well, stole really / downloaded. Yeah, so we say, yeah, we downloaded Atris's archives. And he apparently has a holo record of our trial. So here it is. These are all these different Jedi Masters that were apparently there. And they basically are like, yeah, man, you suck for going to answer to Revan. It's not the Jedi way. And I basically say, yeah, whatever, suck it. And then it's not much of a trial. They're just like, oh, you refuse to hear us, so you're exiled. Hey, give us your lightsaber. And I just kind of stab it in the stone and then walk away. And then they're like, man, what could have gone wrong? Why would she have done that? And then they still talk about Revan and how horrible he is and the dark side and how we walk a different path than Revan, thankfully, or something like that, and how we should have died on Malachor 5. And yeah, they're not the biggest fans of us, really, right now. And then they're saying, man, maybe years later we'll let her know why we exiled her. Really, in my opinion, it wasn't much of a trial. That was more like, hey, get out. And then this is just the droid telling us the names of all the masters that were present there. And And basically that becomes our new objective, to hunt down each of those Jedi Masters and figure out what they know. And then Baldur is actually proving to be somewhat useful, as he's saying that he can help us build a lightsaber if we find the right parts. Um, which, that's probably like the one useful thing other than breaking shields that he can do. Um, I'm not really sure what happened there. Something, I guess he went to go see Kreia about something, and she wasn't really feeling that. Um, yeah, now they're talking about me, asking if I'm all right. Yeah, and Baldur is apparently also very handy with droids, so I think he's offering to fix up T3. Yeah, see if anything there's a do to upgrade your functionality. Yeah, and I basically say, yeah, go ahead and do it. And I think, yeah, so he gets a +2 bonus to his constitution. Woo, because I use that guy so much. And I just run around, check out the ship, see what's what. Then we go talk to Kreia. She says she senses disquiet in us. Much small things, critical points. Yeah. Yeah, this is going too fast for me to read it, and I don't really remember the conversation too much. I guess you can pause and read if you are interested. I think this was a fairly interesting. Did have a fairly, yeah. So we tried to do some influence stuff, failed. Then we ask her if she's a Jedi and a Sith, and I think we get an interesting cutscene out of this. Yeah, because we have intelligence, so so she's basically saying, yeah. So we say we wanna, the past is the past. And then we get this funky place, and apparently Kreia was involved with some weird shit. As there's Mr. Scarface, and then there's Mr. Weirdo, and she looked like completely different. So I guess she was at one point a Sith. Yeah, she's saying cast down, stripped of my power, suffered indignities, and she's not about that life anymore. Which I thought was interesting, as I was like, wow, that's unexpected. Like, because I remember Darth Sion, he's the guy with all the scars. When we first saw him, he was like, my old master. So I thought that, that Darth Sion used to be like a Jedi. Um, and that he was her apprentice when they were Jedi, but nope, apparently he was her apprentice when they were both Sith. So that's just me installing the HK part, and I'm going to go see if Baldur has anything useful to say. I think what are we talking about? I think we're talking about either his arm or his little flying remote thing. Not too much else to see. We go talk to T3. We ask him if he can give us some programming spikes, which he can. And I think I asked him twice, maybe, or yeah, basically tell him to keep the ship running. Then I ask him to show me the Jedi Masters again, so there they all are. And why did you get it? I don't know. I can't read. I can't understand his beeps. And then that's all we get. Apparently got some influence lost. And that's really all there was there. Then we go talk to Atten. It's mostly just character development. Yeah, nothing much there. And then I'm deciding which planet I want to go to. And we eventually, so we're looking at them. So we got Dantooine, Nar Shaddaa, I think Manan, or was that in the first one? I forget. Anyway, we end up going to, yeah, it's Onderon. That's what it is. Yeah, so we end up going to Nar Shaddaa, since that's the new one. And that's pretty much it for that one. So thank you all for watching. I'll try to get the next couple episodes up as fast as I can, but since with the extra processing time that has to go into them, I can't guarantee how fast that will be. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.